Hello everybody, welcome to Project Beauty, where we talk about project panning and everything beauty related. My name is Jen. It's been a while. This is my first update in a couple months for Deck of Panning, and I have pretty much everything rolling out. The first item I have I've already put away, so I'm not going to take that back out, but that was the Six of Spades, which is the product that represents or reminds you of another YouTuber, and that was my Bella Beauty Bar Ultraviolet eyeshadow palette, and I had used that a long time ago, so I just put it back to make room for other things. And then I had the Joker, Are You Joking? And I brought in my Sephora cream lipstick or lip stain in the shade 01 Red. And I wanted to use this to completion. And so that is going to be staying in. I've only used this. Did I even use it at all over the 2 months? I don't think I have used this in 2 months. But I took a break from YouTube for a while, which means I took a break from some of my panning. Although I met goals on most things. I think almost everything is clearing out of every project except for like this one. So unless I have to complete it, it's pretty much met its uses. So I still stayed kind of true, but I didn't focus heavy on the things I needed to focus heavy on. So that will be happening closer to October, November, December. So keep an eye out for that. The next one is the Four of Diamonds, which is a brand you own the most of. And I put ABH highlighters because I own a ton of these kinds of highlighters. And I brought in both of these, which is the Sun Dipped and Aurora. And I wanted to use each of these 4 times. And I used 1.5 and 1.8. So I did really good on that. So that one is the Diamonds brand you own the most of. Then I have 3 of Clubs, which is skincare, and I finished the Laneige Sleeping Mask in the scent Berry, and that one's all done. And that one is skincare, so I can take that off. I'm gonna have a lot to pull. I'm gonna have to pull all 5. Then I have for 4 of Spades, which is concealer, the Dior Backstage Flash Perfector concealer in the shade 4N. And I wanted to use this 20 times, and I used it 22 times. So that one will be rolling out as well. My goodness. And last but not least, I have 2 of Clubs, which is cream. And that is the Auric Glow Lust Radiant Illuminizer in the shade Sunstone. And I wanted to use this 20 times, and I also used this 22 times. So all of these will be rolling back into my collection with the exception of this one, which is completed. And I need to select a ton of new things. So let's go ahead and pick. I have my little card deck here. I just have to take these out. And there we go. All right. I pull from the top. I've only shuffled once, and then I put the old stuff in the bottom. So I'm going right from the top, which is, and oh my god, I thought that was a Jack or a Joker. Ace of Spades, which is a get out of jail free card, so I can hang on to that one. Next is 10 of Clubs, so I have to choose a Clubs. There we go. A Powder. Then a 7 of Spades. So Spades is, oh, I grabbed 2. So I have I have in it for the long haul 100 uses and most recent purchase, but this is the one I grabbed and this one was attached to it. So I'm going to do the most recent purchase one for that one. Next is an Ace of Diamonds, which is pick up 2 cards. No. Okay. So here's the first one of those, which is an 8 of Hearts. And then the next one would be the 5 of Clubs. So Hearts, a kid or a pet choice. I'll have to get my son to figure something out. So that one was Hearts, and then Clubs I'll have to show you guys in the next update. Next is a previous favorite. So that's the 5 of Clubs. So that's technically 3 cards. I need 2 more. And that is the Queen of Clubs, which is pick your space, so I can grab any one of those, or I can do, as long as it's a club, I can pick whatever. I might actually do another powder, but we'll see. I'm going to grab one more, which is the Jack of Clubs, which is a powder product. Okay, so I pick my space. I'm just going to grab one from the clubs. Oh, I grabbed two. I'm putting this one back without looking at what it is. Oops, that's not the clubs. Gosh. Okay, I got fragrance. So I am going to work on a fragrance. And that is for the queen of that. Queen of clubs. And then a powder product for the Jack of clubs. So I think I'm going to start off. Let's start off with the powder for the 10 of clubs that I picked. Okay, powder. I would like to use my Kosas Comfy Cloud Set powder, and I want to complete this. So that'll be my very first use, or my first powder to completion. Next is my most recent purchase, which I have actually a haul beside me. I haven't really been buying anything except for eyeshadow palettes, so I will pick from this goodie bag here, I think. And I think I will bring in my YSL Make Me Blush in the shade Pink Voltage. Brand new, not even opened yet, but I can open it from the bottom and show you guys what it looks like. And this is, I have not tried the YSL blushes yet, and I thought this is such a beautiful shade. You guys know I'm obsessed. If you're familiar with my channel, you know that this is a Jen shade. So I am going to bring that in for 5 uses. I think that would be acceptable. Don't know why I'm putting it back in the thing. Probably because I'm going to film a haul right away. So that will be for most recent purchase for 5 uses. Next is Kid or Pet Choice, which I will have to bring to you guys later. And then I have a previous favorite, something that was before. So I can't really do this because I already have a bunch of setting spray in projects right now, and yeah, this I can't really do this one that I wanted to do, and it was like a really good one. Previous favorite. I might have to think of that one. I don't think I can think on my toes on that one, because I guess, well, I could do blush again and do my MAC blush, because MAC blush has always been my favorite, but I also really love Patrick Ta. I love his blushes a lot because they're very pigmented and they stay on really long. But I think I'm going to do a highlighter instead. So something that was my favorite, I'm going to do Soft and Gentle. This was my previous favorite a long time ago. And now I have many, 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 many other favorite highlighters. So I will use that one for previous favorite. And then a powder one for the Jack of Clubs, pardon me. So a powder product that I want to use is I am going to pull in my NARS bronzing. It's called the Laguna Ultimate Face Palette palette number 1. Ow, 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 that really hurt. Ow. Why doesn't this one open for me? Oh, that really hurt. Okay, so the reason I'm bringing this in is because it has 2 bronzers and a highlight, and then also eyeshadows. So this is probably the perfect palette for me. because there's no blushes in it, and I'm working on so many blushes. So I will bring in this one for powder product for that one. And then for fragrance, I have one right beside me that I just pulled out of my collection, so it works out perfectly. This is the Betsey Johnson fragrance, and it's I don't even know what it's called, if I'm being honest. It just says Eau de Parfum Betsey Johnson. So I don't know what this is called. It doesn't have a name written on it anywhere, but this is the one I'm going to use, and I'm just going to continue using it until I feel like not using it anymore. Either halfway to completion, just depends on how I feel about it, but I would like to complete it. So yeah, that's the one I'll do for fragrance. And that one I'll just, like I said, go until I want to go finish it. And then I'm going to hang on to my get out of jail free card until I find something that I don't want to do anymore. But that is everything. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a fabulous, fabulous day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.